All right then, so got a bit carried away on this one and forgot to put some earlier photos on. I'm here with young Peter. It was a glass roof, it was all cracked and what have you. We've taken it all out, making a hell of a mess inside. And we're going to be putting on some tile form steel sheets, which are over there. Wall plate's screwed as well, it's all rotted, so we're going to have to take that out. And yeah, all right, we'll crack on. All right then, so we're at the stage where we've fountain battened the eave on this. The first batten, which is going to have the first fixing, I've string lined, so I know that one is bang on straight, and the eaves tray is straight to it. And then so I'm going to have a fixing in this one, that one, and that one, and the other two are just for support for the sheets to rest on. I'm going to put some bird comb on top of this batten as well. This batten goes under the felt, these ones goes on top of the felt, and this comes over the top like that, and the bird comb is going to go on there. And that's how you lay it out. All right, we'll get some sheets up here with our Pete. There he is, hanging around. He didn't want to be in it, but there he is. He's happy, enjoying himself. So I'm starting to fix the sheets down now. So what I'm doing is to try and get it square, I can use the line of the eaves tray, because I know that was fitted straight, because the batten was down with a string line, and then the eaves tray was obviously fitted flush to the back of that, so I can use that to get a visual of the sheet being straight. Put one fixing in this corner, put the next sheet on, put a fixing there, adjust it as needed, and then another fixing here. Now I know that these, I can see from the line of the eaves that they're pretty flush. And then on the joins, on the overlaps of each sheet, I've been putting some mastic, some butyl mastic, which kind of stays tacky for its life. Down here, but on these particular design, it's probably not 100% essential, because you've got this kind of this detail here on the edge, where any water that does possibly creep this way is going to track down to the gutter anyway. So but I'm just putting it on there just for some extra you know, surety that it's going to be watertight, that's all. And then I've got these, I've put a few more fixings in here now, so, and I've got all of these caps for the tops as well, so they'll just, if I can get them on, they just basically go on the top there, just so it's, you know, you're not going to have these screws, shiny screws sticking out everywhere. It'll blend in a bit better. And there you go. All right, so sheets are going in pretty nicely at the minute. I've got two types of fixings here. I've got this, which is going through at the ridge section down into the battens. I've got 4 on the front, and then the join, where's the join? Joins this one here. I've got stitches, which is that. It's just a small one, which is just basically to join the two sheets together. It doesn't penetrate the wood itself. So this row here, it's going into the batten with these. And I've got 2 here, 1 there, and then 1 there, 1 there. And I just use a batten to sort of line up with where the batten is. I can feel the batten on this side, which I think I said earlier. So that's how I started it, and then I can just gauge it off of this just to make sure it's all going through the batten and it's all secure. Okay, so now I've just got a section on the end there, which I'm gonna have to make a cut with this, because it's a bit shorter than a full sheet. All right, so I'll get that on. Right, so that's all the panels fixed down now, and this end one I had to do a cut, which I did actually use an angle grinder, and some of the manufacturers saying not to do that because the you know, the sparks that come off it or whatever can damage the paintwork, which is why I had it turned upside down. Ideally, you should probably use a like a jigsaw with a metal cutting blade. But you know, I mean, I don't know. I find an angle grinder works okay. Just turn it upside down. That's just my personal idea for you. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, I've got some hammerite paint. I'm going to paint the edge here where it's been cut because that's now exposed steel. It's not protected by the coatings. So I'm going to put a bit of paint on that, and then we're going to cover the edge with the barge board, which I'm hoping is going to come to this ridge so I can fix it in here. Okay, so do that now. Okay then, so that's all the panels down, fixings in, side barge boards in, one over there. You can see from this side, if I step over here, so it kind of overhangs the side like that, and it looks pretty decent. I mean, I think it's quite a good quality product. This looks quite nice, you know, rather than the industrial type sheets you can get. I think the tile form looks better on a domestic property, gives it that sort of pan tile effect. So the last thing I've got to do obviously is the flashing against the wall. You can get flashing pieces for this same system, but I chose to use lead against the wall, so I'm going to fit some lead now. I ground out the chase yesterday, and I'm just going to have the lead coming over here and then forming into the profile of the sheets, and that should look pretty nice and keep it watertight. I'll crack on with that. All right, so there we go. It's all watertight now. So I've got my code 4 lead in 1.5 metre sections. Used hall clips in the chase to secure the lead into the between the brickwork, and then lead sealant. Just bossed the lead a little bit at the bottom there to sort of keep it watertight and also keep birds out and what have you. And finally use some patination oil so it doesn't all stain and leave white streaks going down the roof. So that's the whole thing watertight now. So quite happy with that actually. It's quite a good product. So now I've just got to do inside for insulation and cladding the ceiling. All right, I'll crack on with that. All right, here we go. It's been nightmare weather recently, but this on this particular job, even though it's raining now, it worked out pretty well because the roof's finished, and as we can see, it seems to be doing its job. So yeah, as soon as I basically finished this, I finished all the flashing, oiled her up, and then got inside, started doing the insulation, and started pissing it down. So can't really moan about that too much. It was supposed to rain earlier this morning and it didn't, it held off. So in this game, it's usually a bit of a nightmare trying to you know, contend with the weather. But happy about this one, it panned out okay. There we go, the roof works.